guys, and welcome back. So today we're going to be focusing on the Passion Planner Daily Planner. I figured this is one of those planners that doesn't really get that much attention, so I figured I better give it a flip through before I start working on it. So this is the daily planner from Passion Planner that I'm going to be using for January, February, and March. They do, again, it's a daily planner, so it's not like a weekly planner, so you get less months in it, but of course you got all the daily pages, and so I basically just like hoarder it off. So I'll have one for like January, February, March. Of course, you got April, May, and June would be the next, July, August, September, and then you got October, November, December. When I did first start originally using these, I did them seasonally, so that's another way you could quarter them off. But let's start with size comparisons here. So if you're just curious about the Passion Planner Daily, it's probably because you do have a Passion Planner Weekly. Now, this is the original old style big size Passion Planner. I love this planner. This planner was freaking amazing, guys. You could do so many things with this. And the main reason witchings know that I did switch over to the Hemlock and Oak Weekly is because they did change the size of their big size planner. So again, this is the original standard size big size. They did make it a bit smaller, but again, this is just for size comparisons. So you can see he's a little guy, okay? He's about the size of, if you're familiar with bullet journals, so this is an Archer and Olive, so same size. Just a wee bit bigger, but you know, these are hardcover, these are soft cover, and it's a nice little, I mean, this is easy to clean, guys, so again, it's another reason why I love these little daily planners. If you're not familiar with the Passion Planner Weekly, I got one more for you to compare it to. And, of course, that would be the Happy Planners. So that's a big size Happy Planner. And I know I got one floating around. Let's see if I choose you. And then this is a classic size Happy Planner. So, you know, like he's still smaller because, again, he's a daily planner. And I'm really thinking I may have a mini, guys. I may have a mini. Minis were never really my thing. But, let's see if I could find one to quickly show you. And again, I wanted minis to be my thing. So here's one that I bought. I was going to use it for my budgeting. As you can see, I've never even opened the thing up. So he is bigger than a mini. But smaller than a classic. So many planners, so many sizes, right? So the best thing to do is to find a planner that works for how you're going to be using it. So if you're going to be carrying this thing around with you, you know, the mini or, you know, the Passion Planner Daily is going to be more for you. If the thing's going to be sitting at home, sitting on your desk, and that's where you're going to be planning, these are the ones for you over here. So, got that done and out of the way, and let's go ahead and start seeing what's inside, right? That's the most important part. And this is going to help me warm the book up as well. If you do got a bound book, you do want to kind of exercise the spine before you start digging into it. It just helps the pages out. It's kind of giving them a nice stretch. And like I said, I like my book to function properly throughout the year. So let's give them one more, and notice we're getting a little bit more aggressive in the stretching. So light stretches at first. So this puppy was brand new. He's been sitting on this shelf patiently waiting for January. And I can't wait to see what we put into this planner. Okay, so I think we got him stretched, and that one's glued. That one never bends the way it's supposed to. So, I don't know why they do that. I don't make them. I just use them. Alright, so again, you got that nice soft cover. It's very flexible, and it is easy to clean and wipe off. So again, this is more of like a traveling planner. And of course, you start off with this, what am I grateful for? It's always nice to list those. Of course, they have the contact page. I never fill this out because the thing does stay at home, guys. I don't need to put nothing in there. They do come with instructions. I mean, if you do get one of these and you can read it, guys, I kind of follow the instructions. Like the very first one I got, yes. Because it's, I was confused. I was like, what the hell do I do with this thing? But, okay, so this is like the actual, like, layout. This is how they're suggesting to use it. That's just a little too chaotic for me right there, but I mean, you can really use this thing however you want. That's the beauty of it. And of course, you have your free space inspiration. So again, they're giving you ideas for certain spots in this book, because I know that there are areas that people are just like, what am I supposed to do with this? So there's a little chunk on the daily page, this thing right here, the free space to grow. They're giving you suggestions, like you could use it as a habit tracker, a health tracker, morning, evening checklist. Sometimes mine's like an end of the day review, and then there's other times like I'll do like a shopping list. If I know I'm going to pick up groceries, I'll list my groceries over there. Of course, you got the space of infinite possibility, which is literally a dot grid page for every day. I use mine for journaling. It's doodling and just journaling about certain events that happened during that day. I do fill this out. Again, I use mine for 3 months at a time. So that's what I do with that. This is the roadmap. This is like one of the most important things of the Passion Planner. It is what makes the Passion Planner different from other planners. The general roadmap here is they start with, it's kind of like a wish list. So if you could have the ideal life or do anything that you actually wanted to do, they're wanting you to list it, but to separate it into different categories. And that would be, if you could have anything or do anything in the next 3 months, what would it be? Notice that is the life of the planner. So by the time you're done using this planner, what do you want to accomplish? They have it in the whole year. They have it in the 3 years, and of course lifetime, which those get really wild. Okay, that's where you're like full on dreaming. But again, you could come up with something that's like really wild and crazy, and if you do act towards it on a consistent basis, you can pretty much achieve it. That for me, it would have been my shop. I thought it was just completely wild to own an Etsy shop, to even have one that functions and to have one that somebody actually buys stuff from. To me, that was like a dream world, and just by using this roadmap, I broke it down into easy steps, and I have a shop. And people buy, and people like the things. So I do owe my Etsy shop. I do owe even the video that you're watching right now. Starting my YouTube channel. Excuse me. Again, for all the more that I've been filming, my voice still doesn't like these. I am not a talker, I am a writer. And so yeah, no, even the YouTube channels and videos that you're seeing right now, they wouldn't be if it wasn't for one of these roadmaps. So I do owe that to Passion Planner. And okay, so that's the roadmap, and I will be doing a video here of how I do my roadmaps. And I know I got one where I've done the way that they have it set up, and I'm gonna show you how I set mine up. So they are different, same rules apply, it's just a different timeline. Okay, so the next one would be this month's Game Changer. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be picking something from down here, and you're going to be saying, okay, which one of these things that I listed here is going to have the most positive impact on your life. It may not be the thing that you want the most, but it's going to be the thing that's going to bring either calmness to your life, balance to your life. It's going to make you feel better. It's going to make you more energized. Just whatever's going to make you feel like a better you, because when you are at your optimum self, you're more likely to achieve the other goals. So that's why they're suggesting that you pick that one thing that's gonna, you know, to be that boom, you know, that little kick in the butt that you need. And they go down and explain how to do certain action steps that are gonna make that that goal, that, you know, the dream that you want, how you're gonna make it more achievable. And of course you're gonna be incorporating this into your daily pages. Same thing, they have the same setup in their weeklies as well, so I do just want to point that out. But again, this is a daily planner, so we're daily focused. They do give you I don't even know what to call these, like a year at a glance pages. I've done things such as, again, since this is a 3-month tracker, so I've just separated these and just like wrote down the months that I was using them in. You could use it as what it is as a yearly, so that you could put important dates so that you know what's coming up. What I do, since this is a 90-day planner, is I'll just take the months that I'm working on and leave them as is. And then with these, I'll just take strips of white label paper, which is sticker paper from my Cricut, you know, the excess that's around, and I'll just cut it to size and I'll just line it up and put it across, and then write the months that I'm working on and make separate trackers. Of course, these are going to be different, the shaded areas, but I just write over them, I don't care. And so like I'll track things such as my steps for my day. Let's see, what are my weight changes, water intake. I used to track my water in here. I'm trying to think of what other things. Just if I was reading, okay, so you could use this as how many pages did you read for the day? How long did you read for the day? Mood for the day. Did you have headaches? Did you, you know, if you're tracking anything like that, symptoms. So these do actually work really well for that. Savings, I know I've used it whenever I was just starting my $5 a day savings. So I would mark down that I put in $5 into my savings account, and then the total of my savings account, so I could watch it grow. That's really what got me into saving monies. So again, I owe that to Passion Planner. This is really the planner company that really like kickstarted me into like actually doing things instead of writing down the things that I wanted. This let me write down the things that I wanted and then told me what to do to get them. Big difference. And okay, so this is your little monthly view. Again, in the old original ones, there was no monthly calendar, so they did change this, and that does explain some of the price differences that you've seen in the. I think they listed it as V1, so version 1 daily. These, of course, with all the pretty covers, these are version 2s or V2s, so they do come with the monthly here. And again, all the dailies are undated, so you do have to fill them in. But this is where you would be making your little calendars. And of course, you're listing your main focus for the month. You have a personal focus and a work focus. You're going to list people to see, places to go, things to learn. So again, these are the 3 categories that you see me putting in my Hemlock and Oak monthly. But again, like I said, I'm more of an introvert. So I changed mine. Mine was, what am I crafting, what am I eating, and what am I watching? Of course, the reading list is just in itself. But that I did change those. For this, it does change for how I use my planner. I'm going to explain that whenever I do the monthly setup video. Its purpose isn't really here. And of course, you're taking those monthly focuses again, and they're going to make you split them up again. So this is really how you, to do goal setting of where you're actually going to achieve the goal. Okay, you're going to be successful with the goal instead of just saying, oh, I want to do that. It's asking you how. How are you going to do that? What do you need to do? So these are like those little action steps. And again, you're breaking them down into 4 separate action steps. And they do, you could use this as just a basic checklist if that makes you more comfortable. What they're suggesting is that you write in the date of the month. So if I know I'm going to be making extra payments, let's say I'm making extra payments towards my debt. My main goal is to pay off my credit card debt. And it's like, okay, that's cool. That's your game changer. How are you going to do that? And so I'm going to make more extra payments for the month. Okay, so I'm going to stop paying just a minimum payment. I'm going to start putting more payments on that thing. And again, that would be your focus for the month is pay down, pay off your credit cards faster or something, you know, and reduce debt. And they're like, cool, that's great. How are you going to do that? And so that's whenever you sit and think, and it's like, okay, well, okay, what are some things that I can do? And it's like, okay, well, if you have more than one, then you're going to focus on one. Okay, so now that's even better. So I'm selecting an account. That could be, you know, step 1. Okay, so next, what are you going to do? And it's like, okay, well, I'm going to choose, I've looked at my budget. So even reviewing budget could be the next action step of like, what do I have extra to pay towards this thing? And then that's when you're going to determine, okay, I can afford, let's just say $50. I can afford $50 extra on every Sunday. And then you're going to list it down here, pay $50, you know, every Sunday. And so you would mark it up here and just be like, okay, so this is when those $50 payments are coming out. So you see how it takes like that larger goal and it just starts breaking it down into more easier things that you can like affirmatively say, did you do that? Did you put $50 on that card? Yes. If not, no, you missed that. And hey, that's why this ain't going down. To me, it's simple like that. This is really where I do brainstorm what it is that I'm working on, and it's like, okay, so this is what I want, and then I'll just create like they call it a mind map, but I'll just create like a little chart of like, okay, so this is what I'm doing, and sometimes I'll make like a little conversation down here of like, okay, so if there's 2 ways of doing this, if I take this route, where does it lead me? If I take this route, where does it lead me? And then I'll figure out, you know, which course is the best for me to take. I'm trying to make this quick, guys. I am. It's only a daily planner. But there's so much packed into this thing. It is a mighty little planner. At the end of every month, They do give you a self check-in, so that's where you're going to sit and ask yourself, okay, like at the end of the month, what's on your mind? What are you thinking about? What's rolling around upstairs? Okay, memorable moments of that month, accomplishments that you're proud of, and any lessons that you've learned or how you've grown as a person. So again, those are things to think about, to reflect on. This really tells you if your planning style is working for you. If you end the month and you're like, I'm exactly where I was at the start of this month, and really what you're doing isn't working, you need to change it. I've been there. And it sucks. It's a horrible feeling. But, I mean, if you don't acknowledge that you need to change, then, you're just going to keep getting the same results, right? Again, they go into the next game changer goal. They give you another monthly, and of course, you're going to reflect, okay? So, see, we're getting a pattern up here. Again, you get another game changer goal, a calendar, or a monthly layout. Sorry. And a check-in. Now, again, this is a 3-month planner, but not everybody plans every day. So maybe you're not using it every day and it does run over 4 months. So they do give you an additional month to plan in. To me, that's really to check in, it's just to make sure if you're not using it every day, then you still have a extra spot to plan in. I like to pre-plan in my months too. That kind of lets me know, like, okay, so this is where you've been. This is the month coming up. That's where I start writing down some ideas of like, okay, you know what, in the next quarter, this is what I want to start working on. It could be used that way as well. And of course, there is an end of the planner reflection. So again, these are like nice little quarterly reflections. So it's asking you like, how has your year been so far? What was your biggest challenge while using this? What brought you the most joy? And what do you want to dedicate more time to? So again, it's a nice little quarterly reflection. And now we get into the daily pages. See, I told you they were coming up. So, of course, you start with the focus. What is your focus for today? What is your main objective? What I like to put here is I write this down before I go to bed every night, and what I'm thinking about is, okay, so I'm going to bed. I'm trying to give you like a quick explanation of this. This is something I normally just do mentally. I've never actually explained it. Okay, so, I'm reading my book, I'm having my hot cocos, I'm relaxing, I'm unwinding, getting prepped for bed, getting ready for that nightly meditation, and basically what I'm thinking about is for tomorrow, if at the end of the day, and I said, man, I had a successful day, like today was good, I got a lot done today, I feel really good about today, what is it that I did? Like, what was the thing that I focused on? What did I get done? What did I do? Where did I go? Who did I see? That type of things. And that becomes my focus for the next day. So if I know, like, the house is getting really untidy and I know that it's, it just really needs decluttered, my main focus for that day would be to tidy up the home. And of course, I'm gonna list some things that I know that's gonna help me. I mean, yous know if you've got kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Pick up all the toys, pick up all the trash, vacuum the home, dust some surfaces, just anything to make you feel. I mean, even if it's just like a 5 or a 10-minute rush through the house and you're just like, okay, let's get this, it does make the home feel a bit more tidy, okay? I'm not telling yins to go on a full spring cleaning. It's just the little things. The little things do help a bit. If your focus is that you notice that you're reaching burnout and you've been putting in a lot of hours at work, maybe your focus is to take the day off, okay? Take the day off, get some me time, rest, relax, catch up on your favorite Netflix show, read a book. So this is extremely versatile here. This is the spots, if you remember that game changer goal that we were discussing. This is where you're going to list the 3 ways that you're working towards that. Mine, again, I use mine mainly for health. So my game changer goal is to make sure that I'm doing my workouts, that I'm taking my collagen, and I'm taking my vitamins. So that's what I list up here. And again, those are things I do daily. So this is a nice quick way to, just write them all in and just be like, hey, dude, did you do this? Friendly reminder staring you in the face every day. Again, this is your personal. So this could even go back to where we have personal projects, okay? So if you know you have a due date, that's where you would go to your daily page and you would make sure that sucker's written in there. Do you have this? This is the day that you said it was due. Did you do it? And of course they have the work section, which again, okay, so we could see like how all these pages are starting to slowly build on each other. This is that free space to grow. Again, they gave you suggestions in the front of how to use this. So they're saying you could use it as a habit tracker, a health tracker, morning, evening routine checklist, just a spot where you could list your gratitude, meal tracking, affirmations, quotes of the day, goal tracking, podcast, tonight's plans, books, meditation notes, keystone habits, scripture verses, song of the day and a chunk of its lyrics, an exercise log, challenge of the day, mini journal, and people I've met, and of course your intentions. So I mean, really, this is, you could do anything with this little chunk right here, okay? I use mine as typically like an end of the day reflection. How do I feel about the day? What was my mood? Again, you have like the best thing that happened, so maybe I'll elaborate more of that. If, something happened and I did learn something, I'll discuss it up there. So to me, that's really my end of the day reflection. Again, I've made shopping lists there. So mainly for like holiday dinners, that would have been the last one. I listed down like all the things I needed for the holiday dinner. And, it's just a nice little, I just take a screenshot of it with my camera and I'm like, bam, there you go. See? Okay, so self-maintenance. And I know there's a lot of questions on, because there's self-care and there's self-maintenance. Self-care are the things that you do that make you feel like you got a nice little hug on the inside, okay? So those are like, where you're like, I'm going to sit down with that cup of cocoa and I'm going to read that book and I'm just going to forget the world, okay? That's self-care. Self-maintenance, you got to think of yourself as a robot, okay? As a machine. So, if you're getting maintenance done to your car, what are you getting done? You're checking the oil. You're making sure the thing got gas, okay? So the gas gives it energy. Checking the air in your tires, those type of things. So, like, to me, if I'm going to humanize that, then your self-maintenance could be, are you getting enough water? This is mainly where I track my water, because I do notice that I'm a better person. I'm a happier person. I have more energy if I do make sure that I get my water intake for the day. I go to crap if I don't. I'm trying to think of other self-maintenance things. Maybe your goal is to drink less caffeinated beverages. So though that would be like with the drink more water, because the more water I consume, the less coffee I do. I'm just trying to think of giving you ideas, guys, but again, I don't know if it's because like I'm worried about the time of this, but like self-maintenance are the things that you do to just, it just really does make you be your best self. Maybe your self-maintenance would be getting to 10,000 steps in, okay? Because, You're getting your walking in, you're getting your moving in. That's going to help. I hate to say it, but it's going to help with your weight. It does improve your mood. Um, it helps your joints and stuff. uh, I mean, there's so many benefits to walking that it's ridiculous. But so that's really what maintenance is. It's the things that make you. Maybe it's naps. Okay, maybe you need more naps because you're reaching burnout. Maybe you need more sleep. You're not getting enough sleep. So you would track down like, hey, I had like 4 hours last night. That's gonna be my next maintenance goal. I finally got some sleep. Okay, and of course, you have your best thing that happened. So again, this is your end of the day reflection. So this is getting you started for the day, and then this is like the end of the day. So what did I do today that like made me my best self? That would be your self maintenance. The best thing that happened during the day. Again, you could have the crummiest day ever, and there's always that one thing where you're like, man, that was cool. So again, that's getting you to think optimistically, positively. Today I learned, again, this could be from like a bad thing of like, oh man, that was really bad, but I learned today that maybe if I wouldn't have procrastinated, maybe I would have had that done. Maybe today I learned that it's not that difficult to tidy up the home. Just dusting the surfaces and spraying some Bath and Body Works room spray or something. It improved my mood. Just anything. What did you learn today? It doesn't have to be educational. It could just be that you learn that you get annoyed by something. Maybe your reaction to that annoyance wasn't it wasn't good. Again, you're learning that. We're always learning, so it makes you really think like, what did you learn today? That is the hardest one for me to fill in. And of course, the today in one word. Sometimes I don't get one word, sometimes it's a phrase. But I mean, I do try to strive for one word. And of course, your general mood. I just highlight the little smiley face. I just use mild liner and just highlight him. Okay, and of course, this is where your schedule is, so you're going to date it. Again, I just take a mild liner and I just, highlight it and write in the day. For normal people, their timeline does actually work with your schedule. And my suggestion would be that if you're going to be waking up at 7, you would just say wake up, and if you have a glass of water or coffee, just list it. Okay. If you have an appointment at 9, just say appointment with, and then list it over here. Of course, that's going to be in your personal. If you have work duties, okay, if you know that you're going to be at work, highlight down here and just say, I'm at work and these are my work tasks. Just your nighttime routine. It's trying to give you a structure to your day. I work really crazy schedules. During the school year, I am a night shift, so there are times that I don't get off work until 1 or 2 in the morning. So this schedule is not gonna work for me, okay? Like there's a lot that I'm doing. I'm running errands at 1 in the morning. Okay? And then I'm sleeping, okay? During the summer, which are the best, I wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning to get to work. So again, there's a lot of my routine that would be up here that we're not seeing. But the whole schedule thing here doesn't really affect what I do. Because I just pretend it's not there. It did bother me at first. I used to take washi tape and I would just cover it up. But the more I've started using this planner, the more it really doesn't affect me at all. And let's see. I should have probably picked a page before I do this, but I should have. Okay, so let's see here, Christmas. So for me, I don't use the actual schedule as the schedule. I will just tag morning. Okay, so this is what I'm doing in the morning. and of course we had presents with Bert, right? And of course I was like, okay, I do need to tidy up some, so I did work on the living room and the entrance, because I mean, I got the pups coming over, guys. I gotta, clean the house up. Again, we were focusing on dinner. Dinner was the next thing, and of course we had family time, so I had time with the pops. I do mark down, like, if, again, this was a day where I wasn't at work, it's Christmas Day, so we watched Elf. Again, more tidying up, okay, because that was the next thing, is, see, tidy up the home, because it was getting a little chaotic over here. Uh, I had some chocolate pie. I watched more, so I watched The Empress. And of course, I'll do my nighttime routine, which is reading and meditating. So, uh, again, this is just to give you a difference here. So again, if you're choosing on using this to like actually schedule, you would just write your task in where it is at on the day. Um, I don't, just because my schedule is so freaking crazy. And check it out, guys. I even got some chocolate pie on the planner. See my thumbprint? Again, just to see, I make a little water tracker, and that's where I track it out with. Best thing that happened is I had time with the pops. Today, this was very hard for me, because I'm normally focused on, did I put anything on Instagram? How's my YouTube channel going? How's your shop going? Do you got any orders? You know, do you need to make anything? That's always going through my mind. And then, of course, you got the normal work stuff. So today's lesson is that I did take a day off, and I spent it with family, and it was actually a good day. So I can take off. I'm not a machine. So let's see here. I'm going to keep this out. So again, so you got this page all done, and oh my god, I didn't highlight him. Anytime I do draw a smiley face, I do yellow it in, because it does remind me, like, hey man, good things are happening. See? Good, good, good. There's good everywhere. And, okay, so you get the space of infinite possibility. So, what they tell you in the front here, which, come on buddy, set off to the side. Let's see what they suggest. And see, this is theirs. So they're, making a workout, I guess that's like their workout plan for the day. They're reminding themselves, like, why do you want that? And of course, they have their meditation thoughts at the end. It really is a journaling page, guys. So again, they're suggesting that, okay, you could draw or doodle on this page, you could take notes, you can make a mind map, you could list down the things that make you happy, daily journaling, which is what I use mine for, activities I'd like to try, brainstorming, agenda minutes, the best or worst day of your life. So again, that's reflections. Places I'd like to visit, jotting down ideas, notable highs and lows, my favorite vacation ever, and if I could change one thing about myself, what would it be? So, I mean, again, it is what it is. It is the space of infinite possibility, because you could use it however you want. So for this one, like I said, I do a daily journaling. So sometimes I include photos, sometimes I use stickers. I'm gonna see if I can find another good one here. Sometimes I don't really have too many things going on, so I'll just do a morning, evening, and an upcoming reflection over here. Sometimes I get a little bit more carried away with the stickers. Okay, so okay, some days aren't that good, okay, right? So some days aren't the best, so like I'll write about them, I'll reflect them. This is me discussing, like, okay, what do I want to do for the upcoming week? Okay, crafting. So if you're coming up with new crafts, you can list them there. I mean, there's a lot, guys. Some days it's just really all journaling. Again, this is me coming up with ideas for my shop. So it's really how you want to use it. Sometimes it's all just writing, writing. Sometimes it is goal setting. That's me trying out Habit Nest, which is fantastic, by the way. Um, it changes. It does change. Some days I got more time to doodle. Sometimes it's more stickers, right? So, I mean, I'm hoping that it does give you some ideas. I do post all of my um, dailies in my Instagram account. So if you are new to the daily planner and you want some ideas on what to do with it, do check out my Instagram. Because, like I said, whether they're good or bad, I do post them. So, I mean, we got some different ones. I mean, like I said, like sometimes they're, very plain and blank. That's normally on the days that I don't got time to doodle. Other times I got tons of time to doodle. So, you know, it really does change with how your day's going. So, back to this flip through here. Okay, so like I said, they're going to give you a ton of daily pages, okay? You do have enough for 3 months. I think they give you enough for 2 of the 31 months, and then one's a 30, because, of course, you're never going to have 3 months with the 31s. How many of these are actually in here? I don't know. It's got to be listed on the website. I've never actually counted them, but I've been using it long enough to where I've never been without a day, okay? You will not run out for that. And okay, so we're getting towards the end, which of course that's where I'm at right now in mine, because mine ends in December. And then what they do is they give you these nice little pages in the back. So you get some note pages. And I gotta think of which one of these I have that I did actually create something in the back. It's been a while since I've created something in the back because I got so many planners. Okay, so I'll use a pen test. Okay, you can make a pen test back here. Okay, so this is my chilling out. I made a little infograph back here on this, so you can do something like that. Again, those are just reflections. And again, guys, just to give you some ideas on the daily pages here. So these were cute. I like those. So see, it even turns into like a little mini planner. Not a minute, it is a mini planner. It turns into like a little memory planner at the same time, if you do choose to journal in it. So you can really just flip through it and be like, oh man, that's what I was doing. So see, this is the start of the year. So these are pages I haven't looked at in a while. And they're so cute. They are so freaking cute. Of course, I'm gonna get stuck looking at them. I'm trying to find June's ideas for the back pages. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I was learning Procreate too. Okay. Saturdays are Catterdays. And let's see here, we're getting to my very first ones. So see, you could even do photos. All right. Let me think, guys. Let me think. And of course, I don't keep them in my craft room. Yeah, again, you could use them as like, you can make a vision board. Vision board could definitely go back here. Reading logs, book trackers, any of the pages that you saw in my Hemlock and Oak setups, those could also be created back here. So your media directories, let's see here, what else did I make? I made a lot of things. Goal settings, attainable habits, media directories, a book log, what are you going to read, what are you watching, and yeah, all of these. It's personal stuff back there. Cannot be showing that on camera. That would be like orders and stuff, order information, that type of thing. I keep track of my inventory. So, either way, you do get some note pages back here that, you know, it's Dockered. It's versatile. And I even forgot about this too. Every Passion Planner Daily does come with some stickies in the back, so you get these. You get a nice little sheet like this. You get these. It's just basically like they give you a little taste of some of their sticker books, just so that, you know, if you find one that you like, you can. Oh, I might as well take this out. You know, you can purchase the book if you decide that you like it. So that's going to conclude our Passion Planner Daily flip through. I think that's good enough there, guys. And you can tell when I do use them, they do get chunky. So they get well loved and used. Again, I do use it every day, so that is my daily planner. And again, if you want to see my layouts, if you want more inspiration on what to do with them and how to use them, head on over to my Instagram channel. And again, I think this is a good place to close out, guys. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna stop talking. And again, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. And please remember to hit that like and subscribe button to see more Plan With Me's.